I'm getting my hands on that one. Welcome back to That Bourbon Dude. My name is Charles. Today we are taking a look at Limestone Farms. They were gracious enough to send me out a media sample kit here. So thank you, Tom, for doing that. In full transparency, there was no money exchange. They just sent me this sample kit and said, hey, will you do a review? And I said, yes. So I'm going to do exactly that. Give you guys a honest and fair review and let the audience know if they should be looking for these products. Now, they are coming out of Georgetown, Kentucky. Kind of some new guys on the scene here in the bourbon community, but they're doing some big things. And when I say big things, they're changing the game when it comes to how you are going to be enjoying the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. They are going to be offering not only their distillery and their gift shop there's going to be restaurants available, and then something that I find completely amazing, they're going to have lodging. So what you will be able to do is use them as your kind of home base, if you will, when you're here in Kentucky, and you can stay there, enjoy what they have to offer, and venture out on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail and be able to explore and then have a nice place to retire to with a bourbon theme to it, and you just get really immersed into the bourbon culture while you're here visiting Kentucky. So they sent me these 5 samples. They have their Bloodline, which is the first 2, and then the Morgan family collection, which is the last 3. Now, I do want to say this: they are not an inexpensive brand. They are pulling out all the stops and putting premium products on the market, and the price tag does reflect that. So let's take a look and see if these products are actually worth the money that they're asking for them. So first up is going to be the Bloodline. So let me give you guys some information on this before we jump directly into it. So the Bloodline is going to be ranging in proof between 94 and 96 proof. Mash bill will be 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. And they did use American white oak for this. Age is going to be between 6 and 9 years. It is a blend of these products, and the first offering will come in at $59.99. All right, let's see. Man, so I've had these open, poured up for probably about 45 minutes. Letting them breathe because I want to give them a fair opportunity to get some air to them because they've been bottled up. Oh man. Ooh. So right off the rip, sweet baking spices, honey, maybe a little bit of stone fruit, maybe like I don't know, like a plum, almost like plummy cherry, like a red fruit. Very inviting on the nose. You don't get a lot of ethanol being that lower proof, but that's not bad. You don't necessarily need all that proof to have a quality product. Okay, let's get right into this. Let's find out if this is going to be worth that $59.99 price point. So I'm getting more oak on the palate than it did on the nose. That fruitiness is still there. The sweetness is still there. With that lower proof point, yes, the finish is not very long. The mouthfeel, I'm going to say like a medium to light viscosity. Not super oily, but definitely tasty. So we're not going to knock it for that. Yeah, let me get one more sip of this and we'll move right into the next one. Not bad. Not bad at all, ladies and gentlemen. So the next one. So this is going to be their Bloodlines small batch, okay? This will also share a similar proof point, with that being a 94 to 96 proof, and it will also share the same mash bill at see what we got here: 78% corn, 13% rye, 9% malted barley, and again with the American white oak. And then here's where I'm impressed with their transparency, okay? Because a lot of times you don't see this. A lot of the big distilleries, they don't really disclose this. So again, it's going to be a blend of 6 and 9 year old barrels, but here's where that transparency comes in, and we need more of this in the industry. The production volume on this batch is 1,500 bottles. 1,500. That's not a lot. I don't know how big their cases are, but that's a very, very limited amount of product going out for their small batch. Now, this product is going to come in at a $79.99 price point. So let's get into this one. Ooh. Huh. So I expected them to be similar, but I don't know if they're as similar as like brother and sister as it is cousins, because there is a little bit of dustiness here that I didn't get on the first one. More cherry this time than like a plum or anything like that. Baking spice is still there. Still getting some woodiness. Maybe not as much woodiness as you normally get on most stuff at this lower proof. When you introduce that much water, sometimes you maybe get too much of that woodiness. It like draws out maybe some of the wood tannins that you don't really like, but I don't think this is there. I think they did a very, very good job. Okay. So the wood's not there on the nose, but it is there on the palate. It's not offensive. It's quite inviting, actually. I think that this one is a step up from the first one. I think they did a great job with this. A little bit more baking spice, a little bit longer finish, which is kind of strange that they share the same proof point. Yeah, not bad at all. So let's jump in to the next three. The next three is where I'm excited, because these are more of their premium lineup. Everybody has to have a core lineup and then their premium products. These three here are extra special. The first one is going to be the Select batch, and it's going to range in proof from 110 to 113 proof. And again, with a mash bill of 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley, with a continuation with that American white oak. Now, here's something else. More transparency about these people. I'm loving this, okay? Entry proof at 115 proof. Love it. Keep up the good work with the transparency, guys. That's what we need here in this industry. The blend is going to be, again, of a 6 to 9 year old product, and this price point is going to come in at $99.99. So we're going to step up in proof, and we're going to step up in price as well, which is to be expected. Holy smokes. Okay. Hey, we got that sweet honey bun in this thing. Rich caramels. Dark earthy tones. Ooh. Maybe like a caramelized pear. Definitely got that spice. That proof's coming through. I'm digging that proof. It's not offensive. It's not intrusive at any way. The proof is at a perfect spot. The ethanol kind of vents off of this very quickly, and you get those sweet, sweet scent of this thing. Holy crap. Okay, let's hit this. Let's find out. Wow. Wow. So if I did not know that the first two was part of this lineup, I couldn't have told you. If someone just put this blind in front of me, I would think this is a different product. I think they have definitely stepped up the game here with this select batch. I don't know if it's just the proof point that has made this extremely different. I'm getting like soft brown sugars, warm baking spices. I said honey bun. I'm telling you, there's honey bun in this thing. It comes through on the palate as well. Very sweet. The viscosity of this thing is quite a bit more than the first two. We got some nice thick legs on this. Maybe not the thickest thing in the world, but definitely very nice mouthfeel. It coats the mouth probably 50 to 60% better than the first two. It's very enjoyable. Take one more sip and we'll move to the next one. Yeah, that's excellent. That is excellent. Okay, so the fourth one in the lineup, this is where I continue my excitement, because anytime you're going to step up and improve, you're going to give me a higher age on it. I really do enjoy that. So this is going to be the small batch premium straight bourbon whiskey. So the specs on this one will be proof ranging between 112 at the starting point and can be in excess of 120 proof. And we're going to share the same mash bill again at 78% corn, 13% rye, 9% malted barley, and a continuation with that white American oak. And again, with that transparency that I do love, the entry proof was 115 proof. And this is aged 9 years. So we do have an age statement of 9 years, and the price point on this is going to be $139.99. And I can tell you right now, the last two compared to the first three, there is a massive difference in the color. We had like slightly grassy hay with a little bit of amber, like deep ambers. These are dark. These are incredibly dark. So let's find out what they are all about. Ooh-wee. They are not pulling out any of the stops here. This is hella good. This is deep, rich, dark, bold, inviting. I know it says that it's only 9 years, but it noses much, much higher than a 9-year product. More rounded, more. Definitely, you can feel the maturity on the nose here of this product. If they're hand selecting these barrels from wherever the heck they're getting them at this point, because their distillery is not up and going yet, but wherever they're getting this, they are getting some honey freaking barrels. Definitely sweet, really, really dark, rich fruit, almost like a fruit compote or something that's just been stewed down. Slightly woody, a little spicy. Ooh, okay, let's get into this. I'm excited here. Wow. Okay. Before I even talk about the tasting notes, I know you guys can't see this, but from where I took my sip, these legs are thick and it's sticking to the glass, and the mouthfeel is incredible on this one. This is amazing. I'm curious what the exact proof is on the sample that I was sent. This one's going to be, looks like 112. Oh, hold on. Is that 112? Yeah, 112. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, so on the palate, the mouthfeel steps up massively compared to the first three. Very earthy, very deep, dark, rich, woodsy, like undertones. And it showcases kind of like a complexity of, I don't know, what is, like, these are deep, rich flavors, like dark fruits. Man. Now, do I think it's that $139.99 price point? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Matter of fact, I need to get my hands on one of these bottles. That is impressively good. Now, the next one definitely steps up everything. In the mash bill is very interesting to me. So let's talk about the proof point real quick, and then we'll talk about the mash bill. So this proof point's going to come in starting at 114 all the way exceeding the 120 proof. But here's where the interesting things comes in. And let me just say this. Pouring this one, I knew there was something special. And when I poured this, I hadn't looked at the mash bill yet. And when I was sitting here getting this video set up, getting my slideshow that I created so I can have this information available for you guys, I discovered what it was. And when I tell you, it's going to blow your guys' mind, okay? Mash bill is going to be 20% corn, 10% honeyed wheat, 10% honeyed malted barley, and a 10% distiller's malt. Never seen a mash bill like this, okay? And it continues forward with that white American oak. Entry proof on this is 110.4, age stated at 8 years, and it's going to come in at a $189.99 price point. I cannot tell you guys how much different this is on the nose than everything else. And honestly, it's different than anything I've ever nosed possibly before, because this gives me sweet, old product on the nose. I know it's only 8 years, but it does not smell 8 years. So sweet. Plums, dark cherries, like that maraschino cherry maybe. A little bit of, I don't know what the spice is on it though. I can't really quite put my thumb on this spice. It's like almost cinnamony, but not like a Four Roses cinnamon that you get on it. But it's more like, it's like when you walk into a bakery and like all the smells of the bakery has blended together and gives you that overwhelming spicy sweetness. Like you've had a donut with the sprinkle of the like granulated sugar on it. When you bite into it, it's got that sweetness to it, but it's got a maturity and oakiness that blends in with it. And absolutely, there's nothing I've had that's like this. This is crazy. All right, enough Jack in my jaw. Let's try it. What in the world did they do here? I don't even understand how to tell you guys what this tastes like. Let me try this again before I even start running my mouth. It's got my mind messed up on this one. This is sweet. This is buttery. This is buttered toast. This is like a bakery that the sweetness comes out of this. This is like confectionery sweetness with old oaky presence that is very inviting. This is something that you would want to set down in front of a fireplace, have you a nice pour of this, and just think about this and kind of break it down. And as this thing continues to open up, you discover new layers of this. This is complex. This is impressively complex. I don't typically find things that is this sweet to be enjoyable, and I don't want you guys to think that it's overly powering sweet. I have a very sensitive palate to sweetness, so you guys probably won't find it near as sweet as I do. And I'm very sensitive to oak presence as well, and these two blend together masterfully. And it's a low entry proof, 110.4. What in the world? Sweet cherries. Now, one of the tasting notes that they had on their website indicated pomegranate. Now, I don't necessarily get pomegranate, and I'm going to say this. I think I've only had anything with pomegranate maybe like 2 or 3 times in my life, so I don't know that if I did taste it, I would even know how to identify that. I would love to know if you guys have tried this product and you can pick up those pomegranate notes out of it. If you do, drop it in the comment section below and let me know. Yeah, this is good. All right, one final sip, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts. Do I think this is worth it? Is it going to be something you should hunt out? And then we'll talk about a few other things. Yeah, I'm getting my hands on that one. Okay, so final thoughts. What do I think? I think that they have knocked it out of the park, especially with these last two. These last two, and yes, they do command a high price point, but I don't think that you are going to be disappointed with those. The first two were very interesting products. They, obviously they're an entry-level product that is designed specifically that way to get their foot in the door, to get you introduced to their product. The price point reflects that, and it is a good product. Now, this middle one here, this select batch, this is where the game changes with them. This is where everything has taken a massive right turn, and they said, hey, we're stepping away from entry level and we're looking at premium products, and that is exactly what these last three have done. Premium. I mean, it states it right here. I mean, premium straight bourbon whiskey. They're not lying. It's exactly what this is. This product does make you think premium. I mean, the flavors come through extremely well. I think the price point reflects the quality, so I don't think that this is a bad buy, and you're not going to be disappointed in these if you pick them up. They do ship. I did see this on their website. They ship. I think the only places they are not able to ship to right now, maybe Michigan and Utah, but I don't think anybody can ship to Utah and Michigan. One day you can ship there, one day you can't. So who knows? Michigan is always changing their crap. So that's my review of Limestone Farms. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging in here with me. If you have finished this, smash the like, smash the subscribe. Let me know in the comment section if you've tried these products. Do you plan on trying these products? Just let me know what you're sipping on. And until next time, Bourbon Dude out.